Well, the healthcare industry has an enormous amount invested in this new statute because the law itself totally revolutionizes the way the health insurance market works. And the industry, if it's going to abide by this law, needs to have the individual mandate because that's the source of a sufficient number of customers for them to be able to afford the expanded coverage without raising premiums. So the industry really has a lot riding on the outcome of this, and I understand that many in the industry are already taking steps to try to adapt to the new program, and so some of them may really have to start all over if the court strikes it down.
Well, I think that the court is most likely to uphold the law, although the closest call is whether or not it will uphold the individual mandate. Assuming that it does, I think that's to the benefit of most healthcare providers, including hospitals and product manufacturers, especially drug makers, because under the new law, they've experienced the spinach of the law, the cuts in reimbursement from government health insurance programs to finance the healthcare expansion. If the law is upheld, the healthcare expansion, 30 million newly insured, new demand for the industry will come online in 2014.
From the industry perspective, particularly for BlueCross BlueShield of Tennessee, we think it's counterproductive to try to predict what the Supreme Court is going to do. We think it's better for us just to focus, as we have been, on implementing the law as it is today. And as it is today, the Affordable Care Act is the law of the land, so we're focused on working as hard as we can to understand it and implement it in a way that works to the best advantage of our members.
Well, I gotta say, I'm not sure what the Supreme Court is going to do, and I think that anybody who tells you that they know what the Supreme Court is going to do is really not telling you the truth, because it's a very uncertain situation, and I think this uncertainty is going to have a big impact on businesses. Businesses not only don't know what the Supreme Court is going to do, which means will they overturn the mandate, will they maintain the rest of the law, will they overturn the whole law, but then once that happens, it will have political implications that will play out in November, and those are unknowable as well. So I suggest that businesses prepare for uncertainty.
This is one of the most significant decisions in the past century for the United States Supreme Court. They have allocated more time to this than they even allocated to Brown versus Board of Education in the 50s. So it's a definitive case when it comes to health reform. Whether it's determined that the mandate is constitutional or unconstitutional will be a significant economic decision to the healthcare industry and the entire U.S. economy. This also is a major decision on the constitutional structure of our government. What are the powers of the federal government, and can they direct that individual citizens do mandates and other events that are required by the federal government but not by state law?